Welcome back to the Cats Connection News. Today I'm doing an MVP interview with
Lily Barnes.
So Lily, what sport do you do?
I run track.
How long have you ran?
I have been in it since I was in 6th grade.
So why did you start running?
So me and my friend Elia Hansel were walking down the hallway one day, and you know how they have the sign-up sheets out in the office window. My mom actually was always like, I'm not going to have a kid who isn't in the sport. You're going to be athletic, which was like, okay, yeah, I want to be athletic, cool. And so I seen the thing, and whenever I was super, super skinny and like lengthy, and I was always super like quick and fast. Like whenever we would always have races at recess and everything, and I was like, man, like if I'm going to do sport, like track could be my thing. Like, I'm quick. I would be in a 100-meter dash. And so I was like, Elia, like, we got this. We're going to do track. And she was like, I'll do it if you do it. I was like, oh, really? And so then I signed my name up, and she was like, okay. And then put her name up, and then we were just at the first practice, and I never just stopped.
Have you guys done it together since?
Yeah. She missed a year, but she's back at it again.
Okay. What events are you in?
The 100, the 4x1, and the 4x4.
So you don't do the 200?
Not anymore.
Why is that?
Because whenever I started track, the only thing I thought I was going to do was the 100, but you can't just be in one event at like 5-hour meets. You'd get bored. So and it's also like one of the main sprinting events, and I was like, 200-meter dash, 100-meter dash is just 100 more meters. But whenever I was in middle school, I was very good at it because I was still super, like I hadn't hit puberty yet, so I was super like skinny, didn't have a lot of meat everywhere. I had nothing like weighing me down crazy, and I was just super hyper, all the time. I was like, yeah. And so then I was just like, that's just my thing. And then I get burnt out way too easily now. And it just doesn't make me hyped up at a meet. Like I'm not just sitting there waiting to do it. I'm standing there waiting to not do it.
Excites you.
Yeah.
How do you motivate yourself to run?
Okay, so I usually I think about whenever we're having a meet, I usually think about it for like 2 days before, and I'm always before every race, and I'm just standing there by the starting blocks. I just like stand there with my head down and my hands like at my hips, and I'm just like, I got this, Lily. You're so cool. Like you're gonna run so good. Ain't none of these girls got anything on you. Like period. I'm just like hyping myself up. And I mean, I've prayed a lot. I've been like, please, like give me the power to do the best I can. Like, and it really helps knowing how much passion I have for the sport and being like so in love with something that's not like someone, like it's something, and I have like so much drive to do it. And
something that you have control over.
And it's something that is so, like my life is so revolved around it. So whenever it comes to like motivating myself, I'm like, I care about this so much. Like it is the one thing that like I will never not like. And even if I were to fall out of love with track, like it was there whenever like I needed it. Like it has helped me so much, like physically and mentally. Like it's when something's like your thing, it's so easy to just like, I got no matter what. Like,
Do you work out outside of track?
I go to the gym about 3 to 4 days out of the week.
What do you hit the most? What do you work out the most?
So lately I've been doing legs to keep up with like, strength whenever we're not having practice. We usually don't have practice on Fridays. So I'll just hit up the gym and the Stairmaster or something, or like calf raises or something. And if I'm not doing that, I just feel super weak. So then I hit some abs. Gotta have the core in there.
So you'd say you have a lot of core strength?
Yeah.
And you're a runner, obviously. So what would you say is your best event?
The 4x4.
Why?
It's the most it gives you the most adrenaline because whenever you get into high school, it's always dark by the 4x4, and not our track, but everybody else around here with all the bougie stuff and the more money, they always have street lights like type around the track, and then they always play music at the end, and it makes you so like hyped up, and we're fairly really good at it. We went to state in 8th grade for it, but not this year yet because we're kind of we can though. We probably will. But,
I agree with us.
But it's just super. I have to do good, and it's also the last race of the day, so everybody's like I'm gonna go fast because I'm trying to go home, and they usually play Thunderstruck.
So it's just normally like a hype.
Yeah, it's just super like
an exciting part of the day. Yeah. How do you stay fit when you're not in track?
So I play volleyball, and from the grace period between after track ends, which is about like mid-May, volleyball practices have recently started every Tuesday and Thursday throughout the summer. Sometimes we don't go, sometimes we can, but like it's not crazy mandatory, but I definitely like to do that because I like volleyball a lot too. Mm-hmm. And it's like a whole body workout because like it's like very, very physical. And so that helps me whenever I'm going through that season. And then usually whenever it's like the brief moment between track and volleyball and then the switch between volleyball to track, I have a lot of time because there's a basketball and I don't play basketball at all. And so I usually just like, I'll go to the gym sometimes too, or like go walk or run out at the track. Other than that, do chores.
So for my last question today, and this one's hard because you are only a junior in high school, and I assume you want to do track next year, so your track career is not over. Mm-hmm. But what has been the best moment for you in track?
Going to state 7th grade and 8th grade year.
What was that like?
So 7th grade, it was based out of pure luck. 7th grade, after we had sectionals at Southwestern Middle School, it started pouring down rain, and we were all like, oh my gosh, this is sectionals. Like, states was after this. We had to do so good. And I I got the first place in every event that I ran in that day. And being like so young, it just is so weird to know that like I was capable of doing that like in 7th grade, because it just doesn't feel like you don't get like to your greatest till you get older. But in 7th grade, and it started raining too, I was just like, looking back, I'm like, wow, I really did that. But I didn't get a crazy good time either. And then in the relays that I was put in, I ran the 4x4 and the 200 and the 100 in 7th grade, and I went to state for all of those. And I don't remember our 4x4 team thoroughly, but in 7th grade we were pretty good, but I was third leg, and third leg's the slowest, so nothing too crazy. And then in 8th grade was where it was actually the greatest year of my track season, like, ever. Because I ran the 100, the 4x1, and the 4x4. And the 100, I was running like 13.7s, which is very, very good for the 100. And being in 8th grade, like, I had so much ahead of me. And I was so excited because I had just found out that we would have a track team in high school because we didn't for 7 years before that. And so I was like, I'm doing so good in 8th grade. We're about to have a track team in high school. It's going to be so fun. And we get to sectionals, and our 4x4 and 4x1 team were the same people. I'm pretty sure it was me, Alina Graham, I'm pretty sure Caitlin Mitchell, and Jill Kozowski. All of us were like, we're at sectionals, we're striving to be here. And whenever we ran the 4x1, there were 2 different heats, and we were always, in 8th grade, we were always ranked at like the fastest, because the first heats are the slowest, and then, you know, as the heats go on, it's like the varsity teams, the higher up teams, the faster teams. And we were always like in the and the varsity are the highest up because you either have the 7th grade or the 8th grade. In the 8th grade, we did 8th grade because me and Jill were in 8th grade. Alina and Caitlin weren't yet, but whenever you have, like, they rule out whenever you have a higher one. So we were in the 8th grade and we were always the fastest, and that was just super exciting because we always had, like, we weren't crazy worried that we were going to get beat. Like, we ran it every time, like, at practice. We were just locked in. And we ran it, and we almost broke our school record, but not quite. And whenever we ran it, there was a team past us that were watching while we were running because they were in the next heat, and they were like, oh, we were there like, oh my god, like whispering all around, like the track there, like all the teams were just kind of like watching us run because everybody was like Mount Olive, like it's Mount Olive, because we were never looked at as like crazy because we were like a super small school, but we ran, and then the next heat had like 2 or 3 schools, and they were like high up there, and we had a really close score to them, but we just weren't in the last heat. I don't really know why, but whenever they ran, like we ran like a 55 point, like it had to have been like 003 or something, and the school that we just beat ran like a 55.05. Like, we beat them by like a millisecond, and it was so like, wow. And they all were so mad too because they were like, we weren't even in the farthest heat, like they didn't deserve it or something. And we were like, no, we ran this fair and square. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the 4x4 came around, and we blew it away. Like, it was amazing. I don't know if we qualified for state time exactly, but we definitely scored like a lot of points for our team, and we were way high up there, like in the time. Like, we got probably for first or second place. I don't really remember. We might have gotten state qualifying time because I think it was running about like 4 minutes 40 seconds, so we were doing all about that. And so that was very exciting. And then making it to state the next time was super, super, like, we were all so ready and so full, and we had to take a van instead of the activity bus because there was only 5 that made us 8th grade year. 7th grade year, about 12 went, and we all got to ride the activity bus and had our names written out on every window with like Go Bombers, track team, track and field team, woo-woo, woohoo, amazing, going to state bound. And we were all like, yes. And then 8th grade, it was only 5 of us. And I think the most funnest part about state, obviously I love being there and everything, getting a good track tan, but the drive all the way down the main street where all the fire trucks, the police cars, and everybody's lining down the street, and everybody gets to get out of class to go stand at the lawn and watch you. It was very, very, like, man, like, they're all like focused on us right now because we like made this great accomplishment. And that's probably one of the, like, getting to like do that and knowing that having an accomplishment that great and getting that experience in school is one of the like greatest feelings ever. And then being at state was fun. It was very hot because it was in Peoria and it's like 105 degrees there. Oh my gosh. And I probably did forget sunscreen. I remember getting really, really burnt. And the drive back we went to McDonald's actually, and I remember pulling up my like, I still had my thing, and I pulled it up and it was red. It was red. Not great time, nice sunburn. Nice freckles.
Well, this has been our MVP interview.